Hey guys, it's Ro. Halloween happens to be my absolute favorite holiday, so today we are going to be making some spooky Halloween treats. Let's get started. The first treat we're going to be making are these simple chocolate pumpkin pretzels. The things you will need will be orange melting chocolates, 1 bag of mini pretzels, a bunch of green M&Ms, and a little squeezy bottle. The first thing you're going to do is heat up your melting chocolates in a bowl. I just put them in the microwave and then pour half of your melting chocolates into a squeezy bottle. Then take a pretzel and completely submerge it into the bowl of melted chocolate. Using a fork, let the excess chocolate drip off and place onto a piece of wax paper. To make them look more like a pumpkin, take your squeezy bottle and fill in the 3 holes with orange chocolate, and then finally take your green M&Ms and place them on the top to look like a little stem. Make as many of these as you want, nom 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 nom, and put them on a plate to serve. Our second treat that we're gonna make are these candy corn sugar cookies. The things you will need to make these yummy cookies will be sugar cookie mix or your favorite sugar cookie recipe, flour, 1/3 cup of butter, 1 egg, yellow food coloring, and orange food coloring. In a medium bowl, combine your cookie mix, butter, and egg. Then mix together until your dough is thick and smooth. Now, divide your cookie dough evenly into 3 separate bowls. Using your yellow and orange food coloring, dye 2 of your batches of dough. Once you've worked the dye into the dough, place it flat on top of a piece of cling wrap and then wrap it tight. Do this to all of the colors and put them in the freezer for about 10 minutes to chill. While it's chilling, we're going to make a little bit of egg wash. You're going to need 1 egg, crack it open, put egg whites in one, put the yolk off to the side, and mix a little water into your egg whites. And we're going to use this little rubber basting brush to apply. Once your dough has chilled, brush the egg wash on top of the regular white dough, then place the orange dough on top. Use your egg wash again and then place on the yellow dough. You do this so that the dough will stick together when they bake. Wrap your cookie dough up again and place in the freezer for 1 hour to chill. After freezing, cut your dough into thin slices starting at the end. Using a triangle cookie cutter or a knife, cut out the cookies and place them onto your baking sheet. Bake these cookies for about 7 minutes at 350 degrees and then place them onto your favorite serving tray. Oh my god, they look just like little candy corns. Next, we are going to be making a Halloween themed drink. One of my absolute favorite tropical drinks are pina coladas, so we are going to be making those with a spooky twist. Get ready for Pina Goo Lavas. This recipe can be made with or without spirit. It tastes good either way. The things you will need will be coconut rum if you'd like, 20 ounces of pineapple juice, raspberry puree, 15 ounces of cream of coconut, which is 1 can, 3/4 cup of water, 2 cups of sugar, half a cup of light corn syrup, half a teaspoon of red food coloring, half a cup of heavy cream, half a cup of orange juice, and a bowl of ice. Before we make our drink, we are going to decorate the rim of our glass by making candy blood. In a medium-sized saucepan, add your water, sugar, corn syrup, it's pretty sticky, you can use a spatula, and red food coloring dye. Heat on top of the stove until the candy thermometer reaches 310 degrees. Then you're going to remove the saucepan and wait for the bubbles to stop popping. And then you're going to slowly dip the rim of your hurricane glass, spinning it around into the candy and letting the excess drip onto the glass. While the creepy candy is setting, we are going to make the drinks. First, pour your heavy cream into the mixer, then add your orange juice, pineapple juice, and creamed coconut. This is also where you can add a little spirit if you'd like, 10 ounces. Now turn on the blender and mix it up. Pour all of your blended drink mixture into a large pitcher, and now we're going to make the drinks individually. Add 1 cup of your mixture back into the blender with 2.5 cups of ice and mix it up. Using your raspberry puree, pour in a small amount onto the sides and bottom of the glass, and then pour in your blended drink to finally make our Pina Goo Lavas. Wah 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 wah! For our last treat, we are going to be making a Halloween-themed chip dip, Frankamole. The things that you will need for this recipe are 3 avocados, 1 bag of blue chips, sour cream, a red onion, some fresh limes, 4 garlic cloves, and some black olives. To make our guacamole, I'm using a food processor today, but if you don't have one, you can just mash the ingredients together in a bowl. I've made guacamole both ways and they both taste delicious. First, add your garlic, and then 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lime juice, and then a 1/4 cup of chopped red onion, and then mix them together. Once mixed, slice your avocados and add them in and mix together until your desired texture. Do you want smooth or chunky guacamole? It's up to you. Put the guacamole onto a large serving plate and shape into a big rectangle. Now for the fun part, we are going to create Frankenstein's face. I put some sour cream in a plastic bag and I'm piping 2 circles for his eyes. Then I'm going to cut our olives into different sizes to complete little details on his face. Lastly, I'm placing a bunch of chips at the top of his head in layers to look like hair. Ta-da! Here are all the yummy Halloween-themed treats we made today. We've got Frankenmole Chip Dip. We've got Pina Goo Lavas, I love pina coladas, candy corn sugar cookies, and chocolate pretzel pumpkins. I hope you guys enjoyed these treats and I hope you have a happy Halloween. Bye-bye!